Hey, good morning, everybody. Today is May 7th, 2025. It is a Wednesday. We're back to work today. Yesterday was our day off, so it was a pretty packed day. As you can tell, I organized Ava's laundry, so I swear I'm not a slob. It just scattered all over the room. So goals today: brush teeth, morning video log, work on my script for things I do if I were president today. I thought it'd be an interesting video. I want to call my friend Matt Cataline, check in, do some yard work, edit and upload video logs. I'm thinking about going to Walmart and getting another 24 pack of Coke. Sorry, I just did my push-ups. I had a goal. Last goal is 40 push-ups, so I busted those out real quick. Dude, I'm actually like, I've never had this kind of like strength in my arms. I'm honestly probably gonna look back at my old video logs. I feel like I've just gotten bigger. And then thinking about going to Walmart and getting a 24 pack of Coke because I like drank most of the one here. And then I need to tidy the apartment, bring in the trash bins, and do 40 push-ups. As you can tell, I'm doing the morning video log, and I've already done 40 push-ups. Day so far. Woke up at 8:30, played Schedule 1 until 9:30. Woke up Ava, played some more Schedule 1 before work. Drove her to go get a coffee, and then dropped her and our coworker off at work. They're working the morning shift today. And then came back here and played some Kingdom Deliverance, and then it hit noon, and I was like, I should probably get started on my goals for the day, or they're not going to get done. So yeah, that's the plan for the day. I don't really have any thoughts to share. I did get a coffee as well this morning, just because... What is that in the coffee? Oh, it's a chunk of ice. Simply because it really incites me to brush my teeth, because this makes my teeth feel so weird, like sugar on my teeth. And I'm like, I need to brush now, like right now. So yeah, and it's good. So can't complain. Also, I've been putting on my hair myself. It's actually like not total garbage. Like it's not perfect, but a little bit of hairspray here, and it's good. And I'm like, dude, that's crazy. Like, I've never been able to put my hair up like this. So, pretty excited about that. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to get started on these goals, and I will see you all in the evening. Have a good day.
One eternity later.
Good morning, everyone. Today is not May 7th. This will be a video log for May 7th in the evening. I didn't make one last night. It was a pretty stressful day, and then Ava and I just wanted to chill out and relax and watch some Vampire Diaries. So we did that instead. Not a huge deal. It was very fun. So woke up yesterday at 8:30, played some Schedule 1, played some Kingdom Come. Ava and I went and got our coffee before work, and then I dropped her and our coworker off of work, played some more Kingdom Come Deliverance, and then I pretty sure I made a video log when I got home before I played Kingdom Come Deliverance. Pretty sure that was around that time. And then edited some video logs, posted on Blue Sky actually for the first time, I think. It was really interesting. I'm pulling up Blue Sky right now, if you can tell. It was very interesting. It's basically just Twitter, bro. Includes discouraged workers. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I was like, posting on Blue Sky would kind of be fun. I think I posted something about like the unemployment rate not including people who aren't actively searching for a job. And then some guy replied and was like, "Oh, workplace participation is actually like a historic high." And I'm like, okay, even at 83%, that's still 30 million people not looking for a job, dude. That's 17% of working age people in America not looking for a job. Like, you can't have a population with 17% stay-at-home spouses. Like, it doesn't make sense, right? And it's like, when you account for the mental health crisis and, like, how many people are mentally disabled, like all of those things don't equal 17% of the population. It's unreasonably high, even at a historic high. Like, that is crazy high. And he posted a chart and it like went back for like through the 60s and 70s. And I'm like, dude, we didn't even view everyone as people back then. Like, like you're giving me number, like, yeah, it's at a historic high because the people who were of that age weren't viewed as people yet. Hey, like going back to the 30s and 40s, I'm like, okay, well, you can't really use those numbers. It's not even comparable to today's society, but our population is also just so much higher that I'm like, that's still not a good thing. Even when the percentage is at an all-time high, the amount is still ridiculously high. So we're talking about that. It's pretty fun. And then yeah, I played some more. I edited video logs, took a little break, edited another video log, and then my friend Aurora called me to ask about a surgery. And then I paused the video log editing and began working on my script. And at that point, Ava and I had gotten into a very stressful conversation. It was really, really wearing on me. So I was like trying to work on the script, and I was like trying to focus, but it was like really distracting. And I was just like, okay, cool. And so I like ended up taking a little break and just being like, dude, I don't really feel like doing anything anymore. Like I don't really want to do stuff, you know. And then yeah, it was just ended up being a really stressful day. But I got to work. She took the car and left, and then hang out. She hung out with her sister, and they went to like some party at one of her sister's friend's house. It was, I wouldn't even call it like a party. It was more like a, I'm pretty sure it's like a baby shower or something like that. Like party's a very strong word. And yeah, so I worked and work was chill. I worked with Carter and Joseph, so we had like a boys' night, but it was actually very fun. It was actually very chill. Uh, Carter has been weird recently for sure, like weird. But I was like him and Ava had something happen, and then he has just like not been an adult about things. It's been very weird. And then it's just so strange. I've explained it multiple times, but he's just so self righteous. Like he believes what he is doing is right, infallibly. Like 100% of the things he does is right, and it's like at some point you kind of have to stop and go, am I doing the right thing here? Like people are telling, like multiple people have told me to do something different. Maybe I should reevaluate my actions. Like at some point I'd reach that point and just being like, okay, a lot of people are telling me I'm wrong. Am I? Am I? Right? And so it's very interesting. Um, but yeah, I worked with them. Carter's friend Jeffrey came in and gave me a grad invite. Jeffrey's the homie, bro. Jeffrey's super cool. And then we had a good conversation about stuff, and they like talked to me about the unemployment post I made on Blue Sky. And then yeah, Jeffrey left, and then oh, you were talking about the mayor for a while, and then he was like, dude, like behind the scenes, he's really worried he won't get reelected. Oh shit, dude, no one likes him. Like we don't like the things he's doing. And he had me like, well, he was like, oh, list things he's doing. And I was like, oh, off the top of my head, dude, there's the dirt lot thing, there's the parking meters. I was like, there's like, he sent cards out, and we were like, do you think these are taxpayer dollars? Like, this is really strange. And I was like, I don't even know what the guy does. Like, I genuinely don't know what the guy does. Like, on a day to day, does. And it's like, I understand he's the mayor, but what does he do, you know? And it's like a lot of the things that he does are things that I wouldn't really agree with. And I'm like, I'm a very much an economist. Like I look at the numbers and I'm sitting here going, we're we're renting to own land over a 30-year period for $500,000. That doesn't make any sense. Like it just doesn't make any sense. I'm like, but if they're paying what is that $2,333 a year or whatever, right? So it's something like that, like 1,333, I think. No, it's $1,600 a year. Wait, $16,000 a year? Hold on, I want to get my number right. Hey, I know, 500,000 divided by 30. Yeah, so $16,666 a year. By the time we're in 2055, they will be paying way under market value for that plot of land. Way under, dude. Way under. I don't know why we would ever think to sell any type of land, especially prime real estate, for that price. Ever. Ever. I cannot even fathom it. But so I'm sitting here like that is doesn't make sense. And we have there's a recall going on. They're trying to like recall the mayor and recall some council members. Four of them, four of six council members, and the mayor, because they're pushing like things to happen that we don't really want to happen as a town. So I'm just like, oh my god, dude. So I'm like telling Jeffrey about all this, and he's like, yeah, man, they don't really know if he'll get reelected. Obviously, he shouldn't be reelected, dude. He should be gone. Like people don't want him here, right? So it's a very interesting situation. And then yeah, I had a good conversation with him about it. He left. Work was so slow. Like we were having this conversation uninterrupted for like an hour. So it was a very chill day. And then yeah, um, got off work I think 10:15. Ava picked me up 10:20. We headed home, and then I took a shower because I was like, oh, I feel like crap, dude. Like, just like sweaty. Ugh. So I took a shower, and then We hung out. We watched some Vampire Diaries. Or we watched the originals, which was really really good episode. It was. We were literally like, wait, that was a whole episode at the very end. Because some of those episodes, dude, feel like 2 hours long. Some of them feel like 20 minutes, and that was one of the ones we were just like, wait, it's already over. But yeah, it was a really good episode. And then yeah, went to bed. It was nice. I don't know if I have a daily thought. I feel like I looked at the when I was downloading Blue Sky, it was like number one in like social media, social whatever, social trending at whatever the page was called. And I clicked on it, and the number one was Threads, which I'm pretty sure is owned by Meta. And I was like, holy crap! Like there is genuinely someone out there who doesn't think Facebook or Meta has a monopoly on social media, bro. Like they got Threads, Instagram, and Facebook is insane. That is insane. And so I've been working on this video of the 5 things I do if I were president today, and I was like, the video's gonna be uploaded very shortly, so I'll just go over the things. But it's like number one was buff the IRS. Number two was make it illegal to advertise on political videos. Number three is it's this crazy idea. I don't even know if it would work at all. Like I genuinely, this was a random thought I had. I would introduce a reverse tariff. I could literally a temporary capped and scaled reverse tariff. So it's gonna be a little bit unfairly set up. Okay, to equalize a return tariff on all imported goods. So I'm thinking a total of like 3%, but for the first like half of the goods, or the first like third of the goods that you order from or order to import to America, you get a 2.5% kickback. And then for the next 2/3, you get a 0.5% kickback. So in total, it averages out to like a 1.75% return or something like that. But like the first bit, you get a lot back, and then the next bits, you just get a little bit back. But it's something that's like, hey, we love your imports. Import to us. And it's like this will get paid by taxpayer dollars. It'll be capped using very interesting calculations. So I'm kind of trying to figure that out right now. And so it'll be capped. It'll be temporary, like for 6 to 9 months, and then it will be averaged and scaled. So scaled was what I just explained, the 2.5% to 0.5%, and then it'll be averaged between like all the companies that have exported to America for that country's imports, right? So if you have one steel manufacturing company in Canada that's just exporting tons, when we look at the average or the median, the average, that's just one company, right? So if there's 100 companies exporting to America and Canada, and Canada's exports total Canada export to U.S. amount. Canada's exports to the U.S. are 476 billion. If that's all from 100 companies, there'll be a $4 billion average between them all, right? Like a $4.7 billion average between 100 companies that are importing into the U.S. And for the next 6 to 9 months, on their next imports into the U.S., they'll receive for the first third of that 4 billion, 2.5% back, and for the next 2/3 of that 4.7 billion, 0.5% back on all those imports. Which I think could actually be like really, really an interesting concept. It'd be really hard to like do logistically, but I think it'd be a really interesting concept to play around with. And it's just like I genuinely think it would do wonders to just prove to the world like, hey, Americans didn't want tariffs, dude. We did not sign like yeah, we signed up for it, but we did not want that. Like what we signed up for and what we thought we were getting were two different things. It's like signing up for a dog poop company, but we think, oh yeah, they're gonna pick up dog poop, and then they come and they do not pick up dog poop, they leave it. So it's like what we wanted and what we signed up for are totally different than what we got, right? So like just I think that would just bridge kind of a gap. And then I would do that for all countries except China. And I'm really, really struggling on what to do to rebuild relations with China, because right now China is having the world handed to them, bro. Um, Yeah, so I think with China, what I would do is I would try to do what's right for the consumer temporarily and say until January of next year, I'm dropping the tariffs on Chinese EVs. And that's going to sound completely insane, but I think it's going to send a very strong message to all American EV companies that if you're not innovating because there's no competition, there is competition. And we need people to know that the American government is not on the sides of the corporations or on the sides of the consumer. If the consumer can buy an incredible electric vehicle from China for 20 to 30 grand, or they could buy a Tesla for 40 to 50 that immediately loses most of its face value, that's ridiculous. That's completely ridiculous. And so I would personally invite BYD to come sell in America temporarily, tariff free. And I think that'd be a really interesting thing to occur. I have no idea what the lasting, or what the immediate, short term, midterm, or lasting repercussions of this could be, but I hope that one of the medium term, one of the moderate term repercussions is Americans American EV companies innovate. They choose to innovate. They choose to make cars better in ways beyond just self-driving, right? And it's like self-driving is cool, but if your cars aren't getting better while you're innovating self-driving, it doesn't mean anything to me. Like it doesn't mean anything. And so it's like there's other companies that are doing it so much better. If you want to become a software company, that's awesome. But if you want to be a car company, I need you to make better cars. So it's like it's that kind of issue that we're running into here. And so I think the fifth one, and probably the most important, and I save it for last, is immediately hold a nationwide election and tell the Democratic and Republican parties, you have 3 months to do your election. Get your candidates together. I'm not fit to be president, dude. Like, I'm not ready for this yet. I need you guys to get it together and need you to campaign as hard as you possibly can. I need you to find a candidate to be elected on an impromptu emergency term, January 20th, 2026. I need you to do that because I'm not ready to be president, right? Like, this is a weird situation that I, a 21-year-old, am in the presidential seat in 2025. This is weird. Please get your candidate. And I think that'd be a really funny way to end the video. So I hope it comes off well, and I hope it's well received. I'm thinking about like making shorts of it and like posting it on YouTube Shorts, posting it on other social medias, and just being like, check the link video, like whatever, right? We'll see if it even gets 100 views. That'd be really cool. So yeah, that was pretty much the whole day and the daily thought for Wednesday, May 7th. I will see you all in the morning. Have a good night.